Peppa kept knocking on the bathroom door, desperate to use the toilet, but George was inside. He was struggling to poop, using all his strength, his whole body shaking. After a while, he finally finished and told Peppa he was coming out, but Peppa just wanted him to shut up and hurry up. Suddenly, George sneezed. Incredibly, he wiped his nose with toilet paper and quickly ran to the sink to wash his face, only to be told by Mummy Pig that the water had run out. George froze, then suddenly had an idea. He covered his face with a towel, hoping to hide the smell from everyone. When George came out of the bathroom, he was shocked. The floor was a mess, and Peppa looked just as bad. George paused for a second, then suddenly burst out laughing. Peppa turned red with anger and shoved a lump of poop into his mouth. Later, George decided to go out and clean himself up. Just then, Daddy Pig walked in, thinking George was just playing around, and picked him up to give him a kiss, only to get poop all over his face. Reluctantly, Daddy Pig and George went to the lake to bathe, but they ended up polluting the whole lake, killing the fish with the smell, and even scaring away the Loch Ness monster. The next day, George and Peppa went to a public toilet. Peppa took out the lemon and chili pepper again, pretending they were oranges, and handed them to George. The chili was so hot that George started coughing, and once again, the poop he had just passed came back in. Peppa laughed proudly, telling him that the chili would help him poop, but in reality, it made George's bottom feel like it was on fire. George's bottom turned bright red from the pain. Daddy Pig was shocked, but he was so tired that he just fell asleep. Mummy Pig got angry and slapped Daddy Pig, telling him to calm down, but when she saw Peppa standing there, laughing while roasting George's bottom, Daddy Pig kicked Peppa away. He tried to cool George down with ice, but the ice melted almost immediately, and Peppa stood by, mocking him. Finally, Mummy Pig completely lost her patience, kicking Peppa out of the room.